All right, Shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, and fear to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. I also want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to the Lord's hopeful elect. Back at it through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. This is Daniel 7 and verse 25. And he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws, and they shall be given into his hand into a time, into times in the dividing of time. So yeah, and through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai, we're experiencing that right now as the Lord's hopeful saints, man. All right, starting with Esau, Edom, and everyone that follows his wicked ways, man, is starting to wear us out, man. We have been blessed with a little bit of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and for the most part, we're seeing right from wrong and wrong from right, man. And the fact that we just see that this enemy Esau, Edom, and his counterparts is found to be a liar, a manipulator, a schemer. It just makes us more and more worn out as the days progress. Now, this is definitely going to come into play, the saints being worn out, once we get in Jacob's trouble and they really start to persecute us for the names of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. All right, but right now we're seeing the beginning stages of that, man. We're wore out physically, from all the poison that we intake in our body on a daily basis, mentally, the daily grind of going to the plantation and seeming like you never really get a decent break or a decent rest, or is it really worth it? The family structure is completely broken down here in Babylon the Great. It's just a bunch of foolishness and folly that's going on, a bunch of vanity. The women are out of control. The men, they're a bunch of weirdos. And once you start to see these things through the spirit, again, you'll become very wore out very quickly, man. All right. And just like this enemy think to change times and laws, man, look at the alphabet community, how this man once had his own laws a certain way, and, to fulfill his wickedness. All right. He just changed them. That's the same thing with the coming mark of the beast, man. All right. Yeah. There's certain laws right now that say you don't necessarily have to have a device implanted in you, but eventually he's just going to change the laws, man. That's why we try to teach our people to keep the laws of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and because this man is going to be wicked either way it goes. All right, so it doesn't matter whether they be decent laws or not. The man just changing. You look at stuff like the Constitution, the right to bear arms, something that the Babylonians, all right, so-called Americans, like to boast in a lot. There is their constitutional rights. Well, I mean, what are the people going to do when the man just changes it and say, hey, you guys can't, you guys no longer have the right to bear arms? Well, being that Babylon the Great, so-called USA, is very, very prideful, and they're not used to suffering as a whole, they're not going to go for that. They're going to throw a temper tantrum, and this whole country is going to go into chaos if they decide to change, the quote unquote constitution, which again, we're experiencing how this man gets down, Esau, Edom, already with the laws that he has changed now. So again, all these things, man, are wearing us out. You know what I mean? All these things, again, the poison, our bodies, we're aging, we got all this stress coming from left and right, especially as men. So it's just time for us to just continue to have hope, man. And that's where faith goes into, just hoping that, hey, this thing is over with, hoping that we're not false prophets, that the Lord did give us the correct spirit and the correct doctrine, man, because this shit, it gets old, man, day in, day out. Hey, but that's part of being men of the Lord. First and foremost is having that accountability. We got to know how we got to this pivotal point. Still, man, we want to try to keep our integrity, so we got to continue to serve the Lord to the best of our ability, praying without ceasing, for each and everything that we need individually and collectively. Faith is something that we need, laborers for the harvest, to be able to labor better, for Yahweh by Shema Shai, so that we can get on to the next phase and get out of here. I for sure don't want to continue to play this game, going on the plantation Monday through Sunday, having, minimal time with righteous Israelites and having to spend the majority of your time around a bunch of idiots, man. All right. 2/3 of the nation of Israel, Esau, Edom, and the rest of these heathen nations, man. All right. Just having to be, matter of fact, let me get that. Second Peter. And delivered just Lot, vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked. And that's the whole point, that filthy conversation of the wicked, that we a lot along with us, man. This day and age, we're vexed. It goes into what we were just talking about, the saints being wore out, because we're obtaining this certain level of wisdom. It gives us insight, and we know, all right, that this is not our rest, that something that it is not right, that the wrong people are, in rulership right now, and there needs to be a drastic change, man. So again, we are just like Lot, all right, just like the days of Noah. We are vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked. Look at our men, look at our women, look at our children, look at how these other nations view us, man. Look at just the madness and just this queendom ass behavior that goes on in here. This place is no place for a grown righteous man. It's not a place for a grown man, period, man. All right, all this TikTok, social media, let's get on camera, let's do pranks, let's dance and sing, and these stupid videos, and do these podcasts that's getting us absolutely nowhere. These podcasts are not making us more productive as a nation at all. That boy or that man, Kevin Samuels, I mean, for whatever reason, I don't know if he was paying those women, but I never did understand why some of these women seem to gravitate towards sort of men that say the same thing that the prophets say. I don't get it. But the whole point was, no matter how many podcasts come about, it's not going to change our people's behavior and their thought process, man. It's too much confusion out there. They're easy to gravitate towards lies. That's why the Lord taught us about his sheep is going to hear his voice. So no matter the amount of lies and confusion that's happening upon this earth, we're going to be able to hear the true shepherd, which is Malaki Hawashah, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, man. All right, so it doesn't matter. They can have their filthy conversation, and we're going to be vexed because of it. But the good thing is that, hey, the Lord got us, and he'll be with us, and that no matter or no amount of confusion is going to hinder, Lord willing, our salvation. All right. Go to the book of Ecclesiastes. This is Ecclesiastes 7 and verse 7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart. Going into what we just going to, wearing out the saints of the Most High, being vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked, man. All right. And again, because we obtaining wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, we see that we are actually oppressed, that we're not freed yet. All right. That we're still in slavery, that this is a wicked rulership, man. So surely that oppression that we're able to see through wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, all right, that wise man is gonna make him mad. It's gonna wear out that saint. All right, it's going to have that individual vex with that filthy conversation of the wicked, man. All right, so in verse 8 it says, better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof, man. And the patient in spirit is better than the proud in spirit. We gotta hold on to that patience, man, and wait for Yahweh Shema Shai to glorify us, man, and give us those new perfected bodies and the riches and fame that comes with this salvation. All right, so better is the end of this kingdom than the beginning of it, man. All right, and definitely in relation to the Israelites being in rulership, man. All right, it's gonna be 100 times better. Having the Hebrew Israelites starting with Malachi Hawashah, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. You know, King David, the apostles on down, and every brother and sister in their respective lots, man. All right, but again, oppression maketh a wise man mad. And we liken ourselves to be men that's striving to be wise, man. All right, and that starts with fearing the Lord. Fearing the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. So we move with a certain fear that produces action, and we actually start to obtain wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. All right, seeing how the world operates, understanding how the Lord operates, that He does good and evil upon the earth, man. These are stumbling blocks, all right, to an unlearned individual. That's why Lord taught us to study to show thyself approved and give diligence to make your calling and election sure, man. All right, but again, that oppression is making us mad, is wearing out the saints of the Most High, man. All right. We're vexed all the day long, and that's why we got to keep on serving our power to the best of our ability. We're gonna have our days, we're gonna have our weeks, we're gonna have our months, and if the Lord dealing with you a certain way, you'll probably have your years where you may be going through a more vexing year than the previous, all right, or the next. But we're gonna have ups and downs, but we got to remember to serve the Lord, man. Through and through. Measuring the time diligently. All right, seeing, okay, these events are happening more and more. Okay, should be a lot easier to cleave on to the Lord. Should be a lot easier to start putting away those things, man, that will hinder us from salvation. All right. And all those things are required. Acknowledging the true men of Yahweh Shema Shai, being amongst the brotherhood, giving diligence to make your calling and election sure, practicing what you preach. You can't just be out there on the highways and byways saying one thing and you're not, regarding the law yourself, man. All these things, man. Fearing the Lord. This is how we obtain this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And Lord willing, we're able to navigate during these terrible times that have come upon the earth, man. All right. And then we'll go to 2 Peter and leave it at that. 2 Peter 3 and verse 11. Seeing that all these things shall be dissolved. All right, seeing prophecy, hearing prophecy, seeing the decline of economy. All right, the decline of a society. What manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness, man? All right, and that's what we got to be in. Hey, the spirit of prophecy, the spirit of talking about goodly, righteous things, man, and rebuking the wickedness, man. All right, looking for and hastening until the coming of the day of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved and the elements shall melt with fervent heat, man. All right. So we got to remember, the Lord said he's going to destroy the earth with fire this time, and we're prophesying how much of that destruction is going to come upon the earth via the nuclear missiles shot off during World War III, man. So if you don't want to get caught up in that and be, tossed into that lake of fire, all right, from the war, all right, and the second coming of Malachi Hawashah, it will behoove you, to get your act together, man. All right, because we're all vexed out. The ones that have attained a certain level of understanding, wisdom, and knowledge, man. All right, we're gonna be vexed out because we see right from wrong, and we know the wrong people are, or wrong in relation to them being unrighteous, man. All right, because it's the Lord that put those Edomites over us anyway for our transgressions, but it's not productive anymore. All right, it's pretty much served its purpose. All right, Esau Edom has served its purpose. As far as keeping us in captivity, doing this psychological operation on us, beating our people down throughout generations, giving us these lies, and we've inherited lies. Now look at our people killing one another. Our women just more adulterous than any other creature walking upon the earth, man. Just a freak, like, you know what I mean? Just ridiculous, man. Just on a whole nother level with her whoredoms and adultery, man. All right, so we need a savior. We need a reset, and that is what Yahweh Shema Shai is getting ready to do, man. All right, through this process, Lord willing, we're of that hopeful elect. Continue to pray that you're of the hopeful elect, and just know, man, that nobody the pretenders did, the liars did, the false prophets did, said that this was going to be easy. The Lord taught us the exact opposite. Prepare your heart for temptation when you come to serve the Lord. Okay. So we got to remember that we're going to be vexed. We're going to be worn out. But we just got to keep on fighting. Easier said than done, man, because we're really in this and we're really experiencing the pain of suffering. All right, but I mean, what else can you do? To be honest, what are other options? Throw in a towel, remove our hand from the plow. Like, what good is that gonna produce? So we have no other option but to continue to keep moving. So with that, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, and fear to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Until next time, Shalom.